Hello and welcome to my video, Yobyaxes, the first anti-MGTOW. Now, to get everything out of the way, this is going to be a less structured video, and the subject of the video is obviously Yobyaxes, and if you do or don't know him, he's not very interesting. So, spoiler alert. I am a free speech absolutist, however, unfortunately, Yobyaxes' channel has been deleted from YouTube, and I've been meaning to make this video for absolutely ages, but the trouble is, I know no one's going to watch this video anyway, so effectively I could be wasting my own time. However, now his video has been taken down, I can strawman him as much as I want. Muhahahaha. Okay, so why is Yobyaxes an anti-MGTOW? See, the first reason, or the main reason he's anti-MGTOW is the dispute that happened with Paul Elam and MGTOW. And Paul Elam offered his humble opinion that you can be married and MGTOW. And at the time, the MGTOW community was like, no you can't, fuck you. What's that? You're also selling a book which says, don't worry, you can be married and MGTOW. And everyone's like, no, you cannot be married and MGTOW. Now, at the time, I watched all the videos and all the information surrounding the controversy and concluded I couldn't give a shit. And then a few months ago, I went back and I watched all the related videos and I concluded I couldn't give a shit. And Yobi uses this as one of his main reasons. He says that MGTOW are ideological because they strawman Paul Elam. But the thing that he's missing, because he's a little bit retarded, is MGTOW and the MRA disagree on a fundamental level about activism. So they were always going to split. It was inevitable. So to start crying over the specific incident where the split occurred is utterly futile. It was guaranteed to happen. I should have put money on it. And the other main reason Yobyaxes is anti-MGTOW is because he claims MGTOW hurts the MRA. Now, this falls on multiple categories, but let's just have some fun with generalizations. So, the KKK exists in America. Oh, what's that? They're all white. What's that? They're all Christians. So what I'm going to do, all white Christians, all KKK. Yeah? Sounds legit to me. What? You're a Roman Catholic? You like little boys and you're a paedophile? See, you can make stupid generalizations, but the whole point of MGTOW and the MRA is, the whole point is the activism's the dividing line. So if someone, let's say someone who doesn't know much about MGTOW or the MRA starts lumping them together, then they're just simply wrong. The MRA came first, MGTOW came second. MGTOW do no activism. So I can't see why, if someone's an MRA and doing activism, they'll go, oh, the MGTOW, they're the ones, the super misogynists. I'm going to start strawmanning the MRA. And the other thing which Yobyaxes is being really retarded, which I suppose he only can be, being he's such a retard, is the feminists have been strawmanning the MRA since it existed. They've always been strawmanning it. They've been strawmanning the shit out of it. The strawmans they make of the MRA are just so ridiculous. The joke is they strawman the MRA so badly that people who know nothing about the MRA are like, I think the feminists are full of shit. They're all a bunch of lying cunts. And we've seen them lie. Like, you don't need to watch anti-feminist videos to see feminists and women publicly, politically lying and full of shit, and you'll be like, well, whoever this other side is, I'm probably on their side. The other fundamental issue with this is Yobi is still playing the politically correct feminist game. He's still worried about being a misogynist. He's still worried about how you're viewed by larger society. And this is the fundamental weakness of the MRA. They can't be seen to hate women. They can't be critical of women. And this is it, even when they're sort of critical of feminists, and they can demonstrate the feminist was a lying cunt, the second they show that evidence to the public, everyone's like, yep, I hate women, job done. They're instantly dismissed. And the MRA and Yobi are still playing that retarded game. And lots of MGTOW are MRAs who got sick of playing that stupid, retarded game. Okay, one of the main reasons I haven't actually bothered making a debunking video of Yobyaxes is his whole format. Now, his whole format reeks of being an MRA. So the format for his channel, when it was up, was to have long circle-jerking conversations with people who agree with him about how bad MGTOW is, or how bad a MGTOW is. Now, the trouble with these videos is they make ridiculous numbers of claims. They'll just claim this, they'll claim that, they'll claim that. Now, the trouble with all these claims, you're just talking about people on the internet. So, it would be very, very difficult to assess. Like, for example, let's say I make a claim, Barbarossa is a bad man. He's a bad person. How would I be able to assess such a claim? Or Barbarossa lied, or someone did this, or someone did that. The amount of time it would take to research any of the claims put forward in the video would be ridiculously long, and then ultimately, what point would it prove? The thing is, whilst it's not that I take issue with his generalizations, I take issue with the fact that he just put forward pathetically weak claims, and these are all mostly subjective claims. Let's say if he just says, oh, these people lie, or these people do that. Okay, yep, I've lied. I've probably said some misandrous or misogyny things. Whoop-de-doo, who cares? What you really need to do is try to actually demonstrate any of your claims. And I've been telling them this for years. But he's such a fucking retard. If he actually put a decent claim into one of his videos, I'd probably save the video, and then I'd probably downloaded it, and then I'd have played the claim and analysed the claim if it was worth analysing. So that's the trouble. So I've watched, dare I say, more than 10 hours of his videos, because I do actually quite like Yobi. He reminds me of myself many years ago, basically like a hopeful optimist full of ideas that you can change the world. Then there's this thing called reality, and then I realised quite quickly what I could and I couldn't influence within the world. And then that's exactly, Yobi's still in the stage where he thinks of his noble ideas can change the world. And it's like, okay, where's your results? So Yobi, the anti-MGTOW, how many people have you converted out of MGTOWism? It's not going to be very many, if any at all, because you don't put forth a compelling case. The other issue with his anti-MGTOWism is he's not against MGTOW because it's all built on reality. He's just built on the people. He says, this person or these particular people, they're douchebags. I don't like the way they're practicing MGTOW. And the thing is, with any idea, concept, or philosophy, or any principles, the second you let it out into the big wide world, people will use it how they want to use it. For example, like the KKK reading the Bible and doing some lovely stuff. The other fundamental issue with Yobyaxes and his ridiculously ineffective conversation format is, okay, let's say I'm not MGTOW, I'm just a neutral observer and I watch a Yobi video. he didn't put forward any points. He didn't put forward anything that would convince me over to his side if his side is correct. And that's the fundamental issue. That's why no one takes him seriously, because you start watching one of his videos and there was nothing of substance. There was absolutely nothing of substance said. You could say it was somewhat entertaining for him to use some ad hominem on MGTOWs, like, oh yeah, Traversable's a retard. Or like, wow, this is top tier entertainment. This is definite use of my time. One of the other main issues that Yobi has is what he deems extreme, and he deems that perhaps the leaders or some of the MRA should have controlled the extremist within MGTOW. So fundamentally doesn't understand what MGTOW is. MGTOW is going your own way, doing your own thing, it's being an individual. So how would anyone have the authority to control you? They simply wouldn't. For example, let's say Paul Elam says, go no cug, you're too extreme, you need to calm down. I'll tell him, why don't you go choke on Yobyaxes' dick? And again, let's say if Barbarossa told me something, or Turd Flinging Monkey told me, oh, I don't agree with you on this, I don't agree with you on that. I'll be like, yeah, I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm MGTOW, you can suck dick. Why wouldn't I? That's the fun. Again, it's just he fundamentally doesn't understand MGTOW. There's no hierarchy. And again, the ones he's deeming as extreme, I honestly think he's deeming extreme in a politically correct format. So the second you hate women, or you say anything bad against women, oh, you're extreme. Well, if those opinions are true, and also the other fundamental is you're just talking about shit on the internet. Let's say I make a 2-hour video ranting about all the shit women have done to me over my life. However, you need to cross the barrier called reality. And unless you can demonstrate that I've, fuck some women up in real life, I give them some black eyes, I chat shit to their face, I'll be like, yeah, you got a smaller brain, you dumb bitch. Until you can prove any MGTOW has ever done that, then your claims are just pathetic. They're just claims on the internet. And that's just it. The thing is, the joke is you're an MRA and you don't seem to appreciate this. The second you do anything like that, you lose your job and no one will hire you. Like, for example, I can't remember his name, the Google guy, who had all the scientific information and data about why women don't go into tech or technology, or why they're not working out at Google. What'd they do? They fired him. So just to make a full sentence, a man from Google was fired for stating and explaining observable reality. So what do you think if I state and explain observable reality? What will happen to me? Do you reckon I'll lose my job too? Same reason why the MRAs get attacked all the time. And again, it seems very, very disingenuous that an MRA such as yourself would not appreciate that you can't be critical of women. Oh, and here's a joke I come up with a while ago. Why was the MRA sorry, let's start again. The joke is, why was MGTOW created? Well, MGTOW was created because of all the MRAs who just wanted to openly hate women. Now, according to Yobi, that would be absolutely true, and he wouldn't be able to deny it either. And the joke is with that joke is there's lots of elements of truth. Many of the MRAs for years all went MGTOW, and it's like, and the funny thing is, you don't see many MGTOW going, oh, the MRA and their ridiculously awesome track record of no results, or barely any results, I'm going to join them. I'll give them some money. I will leave it at that. Thank you for listening, watching, and goodbye.